Welcome to the OneChart Referral Management Module, video number 3, Managing a Receiving List and Adding Outside Referral. If you haven't yet reviewed video number 1, please stop and do so now. This video will make much more sense after you've seen video number 1. We'll start by looking at receiving lists. Once a referral order has been placed and then sent to the referral specialist within Via Christi Clinic, someone in that referral specialist office will pull up a receiving list. And remember, we saw in the first video how you could do list maintenance and build your receiving list. This one is built for East 21st Dermatology, so it's seeing all the referrals that were sent there. They're all the status of pending acceptance. I did that using my filter. I picked just the ones that I needed to see that were pending acceptance. Just like on the originating list, I can see the patient's name, their insurance, who they're referred by and when, the service, the medical service, and who has the referral. Also, again, the pending acceptance. So I open up my referral. I can see the case information. This is all the information that was sent over from the primary care doctor or whoever did the referral. This is the information that was added. Including home, phone number, address. If you remember, if you watched previous video, you noticed that I put in a comments when I did in video number 1. I put in comments. Here were those comments show. So this patient was seen last year. Here are the documents that were attached. Now, since this is a VCC provider, they can really see any documents in the chart, but these are the ones that they felt should be seen. Here's insurance information, including the authorization number. And the number of visits authorized. This number, because it's attached to this referral, when we make the appointment and attach the appointment, it's going to then actually pull through when we arrive our patient. So assuming that we are going to see this patient, we're going to accept the referral. Not sure why we would reject it unless somebody was sending a type of patient that we didn't. Once you've hit accept, you will go and make your appointment. Now notice this is a little change from what we rolled out a few months ago. You no longer need to go to this scheduling tab. You'll just go to scheduling, Cerner scheduling, the way you always do. You'll make your appointment and then you'll come back here. So we're going to hit accept. Once I'm done making the appointment, I just close on the X and I'm back on in my referral management module. Once I hit refresh, I'm going to be able to see the appointment I just made. I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to click associate. This changes the status to scheduled. This also changes on the originating list. So if you watched video number 1 or number 2, when we looked at that family medicine list from West 21st Reflection Ridge, if I go back to that list, Teresa Referrals, referral to dermatology is now going to say scheduled. So the people in Dr. Nichols' office will now know that that appointment has been scheduled with Dr. Capper in dermatology. I can go back and see that. I'm going to switch to my Dr. Nickel list. Here's the referral that was to Dr. Capper, and now it shows up scheduled. So if I had my filter set not to see the scheduled appointments, this one would drop off my list. It's all based on how I have my filter set. Right now I'm seeing everything. If I had it set for maybe the pending acceptance, then once it goes to schedule, then it will drop off my list. Because we know that not all of our referrals come from Via Christi Clinic providers, we also have the ability to add a referral to our list that has come in from outside of the clinic. So in this example, I'm working for in Dr. Capper's dermatology office, and I receive a phone call or a fax or however I receive notification from a community primary care physician that they want to send a patient to see Dr. Capper. I'm going to click Add Referral to add that to my list. Search for my patient just like I would. Now I do have to have the patient in the system. If this were a brand new patient, I would have to do my registration first. So I'm going to search for my patient, select the patient. I can see for this patient that they already have some documents there, but I'm going to click on Case Details. And then I'm going to fill in the necessary information. Again, everything in yellow has to be filled in. So we'll say medical service. We're working in dermatology. Reason for referral, we'll say this is going to be a leg rash. I know dermatology sees more than rashes, sorry. It's just my example. I can fill in any of these other fields if I have that information, if they give me information about treatment date, referral type. I'm going to put in the referred from provider. When I put in my referred provider and then I click on the magnifying glass, it's going to take me to my same provider search that I used when I looked at video number 1. It's automatically going to check the include external practices, because by virtue of adding this external referral, it knows that we have to look at the external list. So we're going to say it came from this provider. The referred date, so we'll say that's today because that's the date we received it. If there's a requested start by or the service by a certain date, we can do that. We're going to say referred to provider. We're going to say this one's Dr. Capper again. Pick him from that same list that we saw in video number 1. And it does require that we put a priority. We'll say this is routine. And then we go to next. We're going to then accept that referral and submit. Once I refresh, there's Shannon referral. This is the referral that I just put in and accepted. From here, I'll make my appointment just like I normally would. Once my appointment is made, I'll click in the referral. Click on the scheduling tab. Here's the appointment I just made. I'll select it and I'll associate. The purpose of putting this referral on the referral management list when it's coming in from outside is so that reporting will be able to see where the referrals are coming from. So we want to know where the referrals are coming in from via Christie Clinic Dermatology. Because we put them in there, we now know what providers are sending referrals. This is data that we would like to be able to gather and that AMG would like to be able to gather. So it's a great way to make those reports work correctly. That's all for this video.